Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you. She doesn't know what we're talking about today, guys.
Oh my god, I forgot to put my tail up.
It's alright. We gotta get off for that sets. For that sucker sets.
Guys, oh my god, and my mic was over here. This is like a whole... Guys, we have to pack. So... we're just nuts right now. We had coffee late.
Starbucks at Starbucks.
Guys, we had late coffee, which we never have. And I'm not even supposed to be having coffee.
Trying to kill some energy.
And I did, and it's like, it's nuts.
I'm excited for this pistachio coffee on the cruise.
Oh my God, you're going to have 7 days of pistachio
I'm thinking
lattes.
2 a day. I'm not doing no room coffee. I'm doing all pay coffee.
That's not true. We're going to get coffee to the room.
No, I'm not drinking.
Well, you can choose. I won't order coffee then. I'll just get my stuff.
Well, you can order coffee. I mean, stop being so self-centered. Stop being so self-centered.
All right.
Can't you go in and get me coffee when you wake up?
Not every day. I can't. No.
No, just once a day.
No.
7 days.
No. I'm going to get up and enjoy my relaxation. I'm not home. I don't have to
Got a surprise, guys. One of my customers.
Yes, we got some Zacapa.
Zacapa.
Now, what year is that one?
This is the one. This is the cheaper of the two.
The cheap one.
The fat bottles, the more the one.
Okay.
It's not included in the. Like you have to pay more for it. I think this one is like a mix of. Is that possible?
I don't know.
I don't know. Tex probably knows.
I don't know, but
we'll ask him.
We'll have to make Zacapa old fashions when we get back.
Yes.
Since we're not going to get any on the ship because they raised the price.
I'm getting old fashions. I don't need Zacapa.
I know. But remember, that was fun going and getting them.
The only problem with these Zacapa,
Aztecas
like you
and
said,
Zacapa old fashions.
But like you said, the rum, it kind of sometimes tires you out.
It does. The rum to me is a more like, I don't know though. I've had a lot of fun though with rum punches.
Yeah, because you're putting like white rum in, right?
Oh, maybe the dark rum's a little heavier.
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
I think like, well, I mean, it's supposed to be like a whiskey-ish. It's sweeter. I think that's why. So like bourbons and whiskey, I think I do a little better with.
Maybe.
You know.
This is driving me nuts.
What?
That's
the light? Just fix the light, guys. There's some work going on behind the house, and they must have knocked our electricity out because a minute ago, Michelle noticed that the clock in the kitchen was doing something.
Oh my God, I just hit like bugs or flying bees. Oh my God, where are the bees coming from?
I gotta close the door. Will you get stung?
No.
Yeah, there's a beehive up there.
Where?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Oh crap.
Could that be it right there, that little thing? Nah, too small.
Oh,
all right, you got the door shut. They can't get in and get you. You're like protected in here. You're like in one of them big suits.
Guys, no, I got my spray. My wasp spray.
We might have to go to war with these wasps.
I'll spray them. I don't care. You know what I do, guys? I just hold my arms real far, so I'm like as far as I can. I spray it and I run.
Guys, Michelle's life has been one big continuous embarrassment. Okay?
Why is that embarrassing?
Let me tell you some stories about this woman. First of all, one time she was cutting the lawn and she went over a beehive and got chased all around the neighborhood.
By yellow jackets.
Running, screaming.
No, it wasn't around the neighborhood. It was just around the house.
And
there was all these guys working on the house next door.
Imagine how funny that was.
And I was screaming. Guys, I ripped my shirt off.
You were topless out there?
No, well, I had like a sports bra on.
Oh.
But
probably like, that was cool.
I ripped my t-shirt off. I was screaming. Do you know, let me tell you something.
Take your pants off.
You might think that that's overreacting. They followed me in the house. They were in the house. They were chasing me.
You pissed them off, boy.
Jim, they weren't. It wasn't just me being like,
no,
you understand, the back of my leg.
Legit. That was legit.
Guys, I'm mowing the lawn.
How many times did you get stung?
All of a sudden, I feel ping, 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 ping. I was like, oh my God. I didn't like register right away. I just thought something, you know, when you're mowing the lawn and like random sticks or something will hit the back of your leg. That's what I thought. No, because it was like too many. And I realized I was getting like bit by something. And then they were around me. I saw them and I just took my shirt off because obviously that's why the shirt off. I don't know. But I feel like that's your first instinct is to like throw your clothes off.
That's it, yeah.
I don't know.
I would think taking your shirt off.
No, because now they can sting my body. Whatever. Anyway, that was my first instinct. So
we were also thinking, are they in my shirt?
Like, yeah, so I ran around back and the dogs were out back. So that was the worst part because I ran in the house. There was bees in the house because that's how much they were around me, Jim, that they were in the house now.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh my God, the dogs. Because now I'm thinking the bees are going to go after the dogs. and sting the dogs.
That probably got
so
you
I
over
opened
your
the door
fear.
and ran outside and grabbed the dogs in, and then we had to kill. I think like 3 bees got in the house. I had to kill them.
I feel like that might have helped you get over your fear of bees.
I'm not afraid of bees,
Well,
but
you literally jumped out of the car while I was driving.
No, it wasn't a bee. It was a Japanese beetle.
Oh, that's worse.
They are worse because even though Japanese beetles are blind, and they won't hurt you,
they're blind.
Their buzz, they are blind. They won't hurt you.
Remember sometimes buzz, you would go places.
For me, it's the buzz.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the buzz.
One time I went to the mall. You know where the barber shop was? The one dude up in the one, the plaza where was it Hollywood Video was there, or Coconuts? Remember that plaza, the little one?
Oh yeah.
Near where that plane crashed in Northeast Philly, right there.
Yes.
Well,
oh my God,
I remember we were in the back part. I think my dad was getting a haircut at that barber shop, and I was outside like playing.
Where the Mary Ann shop was?
Yeah. There was 1,000 Japanese beetles just smashing into the window. And they were just all like laying half dead.
That's
and
weird.
like mangled. I don't know. Like, where did they come from?
Because I know in my neighborhood growing up, they would be in like fields. Like they like sunlight and grass. So wherever you have like a big thing of grass on people's lawns, they kind of graze over top.
Yeah.
You don't even know about Japanese beetles.
I don't really know much. I did do a report in school on Japanese beetles.
Okay, well, guess what? One flew in Jill's ear.
Or did Tom do a report?
Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
They burrow in.
Out.
I watched this lady on TV get like 10 botflies things taken out of her. Do you know they're in there living?
Please don't talk about that. Please. Just stop right now.
The dude was like, you're sick.
Oh my God, stop
talking
about
crazy.
It. Guys, what's going on today? The MSC World America was christened, yesterday and last night, and we saw them the Today Show.
They were on the Today Show, guys.
The Today Show was on the ship.
MSC's smart. They're doing some good marketing.
They're doing like a lot of advertising. They get it.
They had to pay for that.
Okay. And after
they had Al Roker.
Listen.
Mr. Potato Head.
Listen, last night they had the christening, which is at night, which is a little odd. Christenings are in the morning, whatever. So the christening was at night, okay?
I kind of like it at night.
It was at night, and guess they did a concert afterwards. Guess who was the person who did the concert?
I guess.
Yeah. It's a girl.
It's a female?
Yes.
Is she country?
No. Gloria Estefan.
Oh, I like Gloria Estefan.
I didn't like her songs. The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You tonight.
Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you tonight. Yo, how do you not like Gloria Estefan?
I don't know.
Who says that?
Listen, I didn't like her songs growing up. I just didn't like her songs.
Now you listen to them, you're like, all right.
Well, I know all the words, but she wasn't my favorite. She wasn't my jam.
She was like somebody my sister. I remember my sister was like...
I'm a little young. Well, actually, I'm not young.
My sister's older, so she was like Menudo.
Mm.
And some people don't even know who Menudo is. Do you know
No,
Ricky?
people don't know Menudo. Ricky Martin was in Menudo.
And you know who else was?
Who?
Rico Suave.
Yes.
And do you know, I just saw a thing on him the other day. His daughter made a video. She's like, my dad says he was like a heartthrob in the 90s. And it's just like this old man comes walking to the camera and they start showing him it's Rico Suave. Oh my God, he's old. He's old now. He ain't not that old. He's still handsome. But.
Rico Suave was like everything. We loved Rico Suave, okay?
I got this dude one time. He comes in and he was like, he didn't speak English real good. And I was like, hey, what's up, buddy? And he's like, he's like trying to talk to me. He's like, what's your name? I'm like, Jim. He's like, you know my name?
That?
I'm telling you, they're doing work here. That's like probably working on wires.
The power went out today. I didn't see it. Cable. But our clocks were off, so.
Well, hold on a minute. So can I just finish my stupid story? So this guy turns to me, he's like, you know Rico Suave? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's my name. I'm like, your name's Rico Suave? He goes, no, Rico. I'm like, well, you could have just told me your name was Rico. I'm all right, man.
You didn't have to add the Suave part.
No, he was nice, though. I felt bad. We were all like, well, Rico Suave.
I remember they were dudes wanted to look like him, the bandanas. He wore those bandanas.
Well, not the long hair, though. That was done.
No. But the bandanas they wore.
Yeah, the bandanas were big.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was because of him, though, babe.
I don't know either.
I think it was more like...
He did that, though. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like a newer thing.
The bandana thing was probably more NWA and all.
Oh, really?
Like hip-hop, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Because, nobody wanted to look like anybody from Menudo when we were young.
No. But we like...
Why did he have
I didn't like
hair?
NWA, but I liked Rico Suave.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense.
So, I don't know. I was young. What was I in 8th grade? I mean, who wouldn't
you were
like
a
Rico
kid.
Suave in 8th grade?
That's what I was saying. Like, I would always say, like, we didn't really like John. We would call Bon Jovi like a poser.
You were so much older than me, but
to
not.
You, Bon Jovi
it's a
was
lot of.
like,
it's a weird age difference at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 13 to 16 is like big.
I did not like Bon Jovi, but around people I would be like, oh, he's phony. He's a poser.
I don't know. I didn't like. I never wanted to buy his tapes.
Yeah, well, they were played on the radio so much you didn't need to.
Yeah, so I never bought a Bon Jovi tape.
You could literally sit there with the record button and be like, remember
would
you used to
never
do
be
that,
on
guys?
my playlist.
Remember when the song would start, you'd real quick record it, and then you'd be like, you'd wait, and if it sucks, you're like, damn, gotta rewind it now.
You know what? I used to love all those hair bands, but not him.
Well, because he came around a little later.
I feel like he was like adult.
He was like done. Like, remember it was him, Skid Row, but Guns N' Roses came out at the same time, and they were cool. Remember they were like a little later. Like I tell people when they say like, "Oh, did you like Guns N' Roses?"
Were a little later, but I love Guns N' Roses.
I was kind of done with metal then.
See, but you're older than me. I thought it was like cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't exposed to hip hop yet.
Right.
I was still like
in my
grade school bubble.
Rob Bass, and
that was what we used to listen to at the school dances.
Yeah, they were popular on the radio.
Yeah.
But by then we were like, when that song came on, we were like, oh man. But then when like Welcome to the Jungle came on, like Steve was like, oh, I love this. You know what I mean?
I was listening to a good song last night by the Scorpions.
They had some great music.
Yeah, I like
Dio,
it's right? Like you just like
Scorpions was Scorpions Dio?
I don't know. But
no, Dio is Dio.
That's like the generation before me, but I like a lot of that music.
The song like you.
I don't know. I put it in. I used it last night for my song.
Did? I loved it. They had some great music, Scorpions.
It's a great song. But yeah, I forgot about them. You forget about them.
Corny though. See, for like
but like for me, like I was young when people were getting out of them, but I'm still young.
I want to know what your guys' phase of music was. Yeah. Like, okay, when I was young, I was a metalhead because everybody was, and in the 80s. So, but I was like a Twisted Sister, Motley Crue metalhead, and I remember
I like Def Leppard.
Def Leppard was like totally,
and I loved all the hair bands, all those.
They were good though.
I love like the White Snake and all that.
Yeah, I like the White Snake Lady. Remember the White Snake Lady?
Poison.
Called her the White Snake Lady.
Poison. I like all that.
They were corny to me.
I know, but I was a child.
But here's the thing. Motley Crue dressed like them, but Motley Crue somehow came out cool dressed like them.
Well, here's the thing. I thought Motley Crue did devil worship songs.
Because they had to shout the devil
I
out.
even wrote in my diary, I'll never forget this, guys. I had a diary, and I wrote, if you play their music backwards, it's devil music. I wonder if that's true.
That was Judas Priest.
I wrote, I wonder if that's true.
Yeah, I think it was Judas Priest.
I still remember the page. Like, it's like just in there.
But here's the thing. So what's your music like? What I noticed? My cousin Vincent, like his age, he was like a metalhead too, but he was like a cooler looking metalhead. Like he would dress nicer. But then there was the metalhead that just wore like the like, Metallica tee, like Tom. Tom was like a metalhead from my dreads. We called them dreads.
But I always wanted, like, I like the songs and all. I always wanted the jean jacket with the leather fringe. Yeah. Like more pretty.
If you like Russian Journey, they were like the more mainstream cool metalhead. You know what I'm saying? Now, like Adam Sandler in the movie, he pulls up in like a Firebird or Trans Am, but he's still kind of a metalhead because he's listening to like Rush or somebody. That was a different kind of metalhead than like the metalhead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then there was the metalhead like us who just were kind of
mostly
fad.
For me, it was club music from like 91 on.
I could tell you where I was.
It was R&B and club music.
I was in Frankfurt near Kensington, where all the junkies are. We were at a party. Marty's girlfriend and her brother was dancing like he was sweating. First of all, he was in a room by himself. Like there was people. No. His girlfriend's brother.
I
thought
you said Marty's cousin.
I don't remember his name, but Rose was the girlfriend. She was from Italy.
He was sweating.
They're from Italy.
He was sweating to the oldies.
No, he was soaking wet. He had like a turtleneck on, and he had Z calves on with the sweater. And you don't know, he was dancing like I've never seen anyone like. He was one of them spastic kids, and he was just dancing like out of control. And it was like there was freestyle on. It was like Little Susie. No, it wasn't Little Susie. It was before Little Susie. Yeah, it was like TKA or something.
All the boys used to wear Z calves with turtlenecks with like a chain.
Yeah,
I remember that. But
I never had Z calves.
I had a bunch of them.
I know, a lot of people did.
Yeah, they were so unflattering.
We were like another level of white trash that we were wearing inside out sweatpants then. Remember the inside out sweats like people would wear? We wore them like kids didn't wear them in your neighborhood. The gray ones inside out?
No, maybe they did to play basketball.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
play basketball.
but not at nighttime.
But yeah, we would wear them with like Air Force Ones. That was like the regular outfit in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then a starter jacket.
Well, the first time I heard club music was my friend Annette's older sister Gina, who we thought she was like the coolest girl ever. She was so pretty. Her boyfriend looked like one of those dudes from Color Me Bad. He literally did.
The dude
I
with
wish I had the picture.
Like, fake brows and shit.
He looked just like the one dude. I
That
wish I had
one
a
dude,
picture of her prom
I
picture. You'd be
told
like,
you.
that's him. Listen, well, anyway, she had tapes and we snuck in her room and stole one of her club tapes. And it was like Tear Shed and all that.
It was like,
and we were hooked. From that, we were just like, well, first of all, she liked it, so it must be cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
first time I heard Johnny,
we loved it. Yeah, Tear Shed and like Judy Torres and There's No Reason for You to Cry. And
I can't believe that music didn't make it mainstream.
I can't either, because it's still like is like
it's
my favorite.
And people didn't even do concerts for freestyle.
Yeah.
It was big New York. You figure if it was big in New York, it would be big everywhere. But I know a dude from Ohio that never even heard of that music.
No.
He's like, what's this? And he's 40. Yeah. He's in his 40s.
I think it's a more like a inner city Northeast thing.
I think you're right.
I think
it's a tri-state area thing.
Yes.
Right?
Jersey, tri-state area. Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Boston. I wonder if any Bostonians are.
Has anyone else, guys?
Freestyle. I know some people down here talk
music.
About it.
You guys like know from like the early 90s,
I would bet
late
Miami
80s.
people. I would bet Miami people listen to it.
I love the
any
old
Latino
songs.
from Miami and all.
I love the old songs that were recorded bad.
Yeah.
So the recording of them isn't good.
So what is your favorite
it's
song?
It's like muffled. What's my favorite club song? Oh, I don't know. Just Like the Wind's up there. Oh God, So Tell Me.
Oh, we never gonna say that. I'm gonna say that.
I love So Tell Me. Just Like the Wind. Honestly, guys, I feel like it hits all the bases for me.
Yeah.
For like, if I was gonna like my quintessential club song, I don't know.
What do you think about this?
I like it.
I only like the guy songs.
Yeah, you don't like the girls.
No, I do like some of the girls, but now I do. More.
Not as your like mains.
Back in the day, it was like a dude singing was more my, which is weird because they were singing like love songs.
Well, they were better songs though. The guys do have better songs than the girls.
Yeah, I mean some of them are.
And Tear Shed is always going to be one of my favorites, even though it's like terrible. But it's just it's like that's my first club song I ever heard.
It's one of the greatest songs ever.
And that's I
mean, if it's
but if you ever listen to it, it sounds all muffled because the recordings were bad. But I love that. I love a bad recording.
Some of them don't sing great, but some of them did have voices where you're like, how did she not make it with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you'll hear a rare one. You'll be like, oh my God, I remember that.
No, what's
the
weird?
Rare ones are the best ones that no one knows.
Oh yeah, some of them. Well, you know all the rare ones. Me and you know all the good ones. We know all the good tunes. But you know what's funny? I think when people listen to people that like club, I always wonder why no one tried to sing club. Like you never heard anyone go like, yeah, I'm singing club music.
It's kind of just like a forgotten genre.
It is.
It really is.
Guys, what did you listen to?
Yeah, what did you like?
What did you like?
And does anyone have club music like outside of the tri-state area where you like, we had it too. Like I want to know that. I'm talking about who in their teens and up. Yeah. What did you listen to? Did anyone listen to freestyle? Let's talk about cruising, okay? Yes. Okay.
It'll never be heard.
Well, anyway, we talked about the MSC. Okay. And after the Gloria Estefan concert, guys, after the christening, Gloria Estefan.
How did she look, by the way?
I didn't even see it, but I'm sure she tore it up.
I gotta look her up.
But anyway, after that, they had a drone show.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they probably one of those cool drone shows
like
they're
the new
doing now.
thing, this
it
drone
is
show.
the new thing. So anyway, guys, what else do we got? The first steel was cut at Myersworth Shipyard in Germany on the Celebrity Festival. It's coming to Port Canaveral.
It's not even close yet. It just got hit.
They just made the announcement.
Imagine if you're the one building that and you just cut the first steel and you're like, God, this is going to take so long.
Well, I'm sure the person that cut that first steel isn't the one that's going to be doing it.
You have to look at building a ship though like that
probably
and say,
like
this is never going to get finished. It's never going to.
Dude, they build them all the time.
I know, but say it's your
first day. They just throw them up.
Let's say it's your first day.
Listen, so in Germany, the shipyard in Germany, they're building the Carnival Festival. It's coming to Port Canaveral, about 6,400 guests. Okay, so it's going to be big. It's going to have 2 music-themed zones and a giant water slide area called Sensation Point. And the largest water park at sea is what they're going to have. Gloria Estefan, she looks good.
Yeah, she does look good.
Yeah, she looks nice.
She looks really nice.
I like it.
Look, guys, we'll show you her.
The rhythm is going to get you.
Rhythm is gonna get you.
Tonight.
She looks good.
Yeah, she looks good. Anyway, guys, so yes, the Carnival Festival they broke ground on it. So
it's ready to go. Now it just needs a cool name.
now it just needs to get built.
Now you gotta get a better name for
And the
it.
largest water slides at sea are going to be on that ship. So
Right.
that's going to be cool.
Yo, here's the problem I have. This is what scares me. Remember we talked about this? I forget what company or who the construction guy was. He was an engineer. They asked the engineer, they were like, are we like, is there going to be a problem one day that we keep getting bigger and bigger and we have to keep getting bigger and better, bigger and better? And he's like, what did he say? He's like, yeah, I think we're at that.
More money, more problems.
Yo, that's what scares me. I'm telling you, some of these ships, I just feel like they're going too crazy. They just need to just be like, all right.
I think they need to take it back to the old school.
Soon it's going to be a country floating around.
Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, what else is going on? 2 Canadians. Okay, we're on the Royal
Canucks?
Yes, they were on the Royal Caribbean Radiance of the Seas, and they're suing.
What for what? What did they do?
They got salmonella poisoning. The CDC did confirm a salmonella outbreak on the ship that week.
100%.
180 guests got salmonella poisoning. Now
They
I'm surprised just these 2 people are suing. Everybody.
No, they'll all be on. They were just the first 2.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
It says they were affected. They were all affected.
On them because that's the mayonnaise. That's what me and you look at that. I forget who we were cruising with, but somebody I was walking with was like, "Don't ever eat that." And since then, I will not touch the mayonnaise. I won't touch you don't know when I have fish, I love to have the tartar.
That's a lie. Because
I did have the tartar last time.
No, we do the ketchup mayo with the fries at the outside thing.
We do. Yeah, but that's different. That's in like a cold.
I hope.
I'm telling you where it's coming from. It's the buffet.
Yeah.
Because you know what they do? I used to
sit
do it
out on bowls.
And then they cover it. That you watch them. They cover it and they put it in the fridge. It comes back out, sits there all day, and it's not. Sometimes it's not cold.
No.
You know?
Yes, guys.
Trust me, they don't
do it. And the salad
dressing.
Mm-hmm. I was having problems one cruise, okay, and it wasn't salmonella or anything, but I was having little issues, and I was eating a lot of Caesar salad.
Were you shitting up the room?
Jim, I was having a lot of Caesar salad, and I think that was the reason.
Yeah,
because of the dressing.
Yeah.
Because it's just sitting there all day.
Not your fault. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, occupy the bathroom all day.
Anyway, guys.
Ruin everybody's day.
How about this couple that got denied boarding? Okay,
I think it's horrible that people got salmonella.
I know, we're done talking about
I'm still upset about it.
Okay, so these people, guys, were denied boarding. I don't know what ship. I just don't.
The people brought a picture of their...
They brought a photocopy of their passports because they thought it wasn't safe to bring their passports. They thought, like, they should just take a picture of them and bring them instead of actually the real passports. Well, guess what? They were not allowed on the ship. And, yeah, they couldn't believe it. They thought it was, like, unsafe to bring your passports. But they thought the photocopy...
And then when you went and got the passport,
they thought the photocopy was good enough. So, honestly... I don't know. I would have let them on if everything else checked out. Like they had some kind of license, credit cards that had their name on it.
I don't trust the way they're talking.
What?
I don't trust those. I feel like you got to remember these people are dealing with liars all day long.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Even us going by, we walk by security on the way out. I do nothing wrong. I have nothing on me. I didn't even buy nothing. And when I walk by, I'm like this the whole time. I'm like, oh, you're gonna notice me? What if he sees it? And I'm like, what?
Sees what?
Sees what? I have nothing on me. But the fact that you're walking by some sort of security and it's like they're like,
it's
you're nervous.
A little nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's like when a cop's behind you. You're like, are you driving all right?
Yeah.
Are you like you think you're going to do something wrong?
Yeah, just
because they're there.
Pull me over. They might just not. It might just be my day.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about?
So anyway, guys, here's the thing. I feel like, okay, I understand that you can't get on without a physical passport, but if they had copies of the passport, right? And it was their names, and maybe they had their... Billy just like hit her head.
You bumped your head.
It was these people's names that they had maybe photo ID. Did they have licenses?
I'm sure.
If they had their driver's license...
Can you get on with a driver's license?
And it said the same name, and it had... Their picture was exactly the same as this passport, and they had a credit card with their name. I don't know. I might be like, well, come on. It's that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like a plane overhead.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like really apparent.
Here's my thing now.
These people.
If I said, why wouldn't you bring? Okay, you came on a cruise, so you're telling me that you do not have your what do you call it, in the car, why would you come all this way without
So maybe they have to
thing?
assume that everyone's lying for
Okay,
safety.
no, but when
I
that
don't
guy
know.
says to me, if he would have said to me, well, I didn't trust having it, I was worried about it, I'd be like, you're lying. You must have doctored this up. But then when I saw their driver's license
We
and
don't
all,
know
I
if
would
they
probably
had
be
that.
like,
They might not have had any other
they had
identification.
to have.
Listen, if they didn't have anything else, no. Like, you got to go.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't
But if they
I
had
can't.
driver's license and like credit cards with their, like the driver's license had their face on it and it was legit, I don't know. But it's like a gray area for me. But
Yeah.
you can't get on, guys, with a photocopy. You got to bring it.
No, I mean, I wouldn't, there's no way I
Just
wouldn't
got to
trust
bring
it. Yeah, like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't. So you're saying they may have had their driver's license?
I don't know. I don't know all the whole story.
What would they do if you had your driver's license but only had a photo of?
No, you need your passport with you.
I mean, you got to be an
You
idiot.
need your passport.
You got to be an idiot.
Bring your
You got to be an
passport.
idiozzo di
Or
Vincenzo
you have to bring
do
your
that.
birth certificate.
What?
Or your birth certificate you have to bring.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know
That
what I
sucks,
mean?
though. I hate
Some
when I
bodies
hear
do not.
people can't get on the ship because I feel like they did so much work to get there.
I know.
Because I know how much work it is for me. And I would be
Could
like,
you imagine if we were turned away this weekend because you forgot something?
that's why I'm so crazy.
But every time we get in the car, I always say, do we have this? Do we have that?
Yes.
Because even if we don't have our luggage, at least we have a means to get on the ship. That's all I care about.
Yeah, because we could always just like, I can buy stuff.
Yeah,
and
we're just
Jim,
going to have to
you'll
live.
just
I'm just going to have to wash my clothes every day. Yeah.
in the sink.
Yeah, I mean, what do people say? What do you, yo, how funny would it be? I should, for the group cruise, I should wear the same clothes all week and see what day it takes for people to go, did you wear that yesterday?
Jim, your stuff's very recognizable.
No, I'm seeing super I'll wear that red shirt I just bought from the Alvin's Island.
No, you're
It's got a
packing
shark
everything.
on it.
In fact, we got to pack in a few minutes,
We gotta
guys.
pack, guys.
One more thing I want to talk to you
hate
about
packing.
is the Utopia of the
Michelle
Seas.
sits there and makes me match every single thing up, and I don't want to. I just want her to pick my clothes. I'm at that point in my life where I don't care.
Okay, well, I don't want to pick your clothes. It's hard enough for me to pick my clothes. Do you
I have the
understand?
same clothes for the last 20 years.
I have to get you done so I can deal with myself. Guys, he is like an infant. This biggest infant you ever seen. That's what's here.
Stuff. Let me pack my stuff. Can we make a video and I'll pack my stuff?
Yeah, you're going to do it tonight?
No.
When? That's the problem. You're never going to do it.
Saturday night.
No, we're relaxing Saturday.
Saturday Night Live.
No, please. Anyway, guys, the Utopia of the Seas, real quick, is transforming the comedy club into another non-smoking casino area. So I guess there's the need for that. They need a lot of people. I bet you this. They have a little non-smoking casino. It's probably too packed.
Yeah.
So they need more room.
Yeah.
So why don't they just make the main casino non-smoking? And they can make the little casinos smoking.
That's what they do.
No,
well,
they're
they do
not.
it the other way around.
Yes. I'm saying they should do it the other way
Because
around.
Princess, remember they had the...
Okay, yeah, well, they should make the whole casino non-smoking. And if you want to smoke, we're going to give you this baby casino to smoke in.
People
you know
that
what? You can go outside.
People that gamble like to light up a cigarette. So if you don't mind, Michelle, either I'm going to hit this rig or I'm going to hit this cig.
Well, it says it right on the box.
I'm smoking. I
Okay.
had 46 cigarettes today. Also, they make money off cigarettes.
That's true.
You know how many people buy cartons on there?
Oh, my God. They're just like all day.
All day just
Same.
smell it.
Lighting the one
people
with
smoke.
the other one.
I smoke. So I can't talk no crap.
When
but
do you smoke?
I smoke.
Oh, you don't
Not on a
smoke
cruise.
cigarettes?
Not on a cruise.
No, I'm
No,
talking about cigarettes.
What do you think, though? Like, okay.
I get it. People need to smoke. I understand.
Yes.
But can you like just keep your bag at the seat and run outside, smoke, and go back? I guess it's not fun. No, it's like telling me to go outside to drink. So I get it.
It's not cool. Well, smoking and drinking, I think smoking's a little more dangerous for your body.
No, but say you weren't allowed
know.
to drink in the casino and I had to go outside to have a drink.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's what I'm saying. So I guess it's the same thing for people that smoke. They don't want to smoke outside.
Like when I go through the casino, there's times where I go to the casino, guys, and I'm like, yo, I'm blowing $100 right now. I'm just throwing a hundo down. I go in there, as soon as I go in there, I'm like, I can't do this. I'm going to throw up. Because there's always somebody just like.
The smoke is like, when you don't smoke, it's like, it affects you. But if you smoke, you don't even notice it.
No.
But like, if
I know
you
people
don't
used to
smoke,
hate people
it's a
smoking
thing.
and they smoked. And they're like, nah, I don't smoke. I don't want to go. Or they would say non-smoking. Remember smoking, non-smoking?
Yeah.
I know people that would ask to go non-smoking. I'm like, you smoke. I don't care.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. But anyway, guys, we're going to go because we have to pack. we're starting with Jim because once he's done, then I can
I'm
relax
gonna pack my
mentally.
own stuff, guys, because it's time
He's
that
not.
I pack my own stuff.
Well, I would love that, but it's
teased
not
for
going to
the clothes that
happen.
Michelle packs me. I feel like if I pack it, people
let's
are gonna
go.
be
We're
like,
going in right
dude,
now.
you are so fly. You are super fly.
We're going
Snuka. Like,
right
do you
now.
jump off the top ropes
Let's go.
when you come into the game? Like, what do you do? You're such a gangster. Look at you.
You think you're Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
That's what they would call me. They'd be like, you're Jimmy Superfly. Jump off the top ropes.
No.
Right now.
You're like, I can't get on those top ropes.
No, but guess what? I can jump from the bottom. I'll fall over. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, I'll just fall down.
Snuka, remember when he took the coconut to the head from Rowdy Piper? I cried that day.
Listen, you're not going to pack your stuff. You're going to get up and go in here, and I'm going to make you dinner. And that's what's going to happen. And then I'm going to have to pack your stuff.
That's so awesome. You promise?
What do you mean it happens every time?
Oh, my God. Guys, by the way, Michelle started cooking for me the last, I don't know why this happened. It was like the last couple months, maybe. And she acts like she's been cooking forever. I've literally been cooking for myself since we moved
I've been
to Florida.
cooking for you since 2000.
Since we moved to Florida, guys, I've been cooking
since
for myself.
the year 2000. I've been cooking
in
for
the
you.
year 2000.
Please.
Wait,
for 25 years, I've been making sure you had a
25 years ago,
even if I didn't make it in the past couple since we've been here because you eat weird. I provide the food for you to cook. Like, I go get it.
You do.
Okay, so I'm still a part of it, but I make you dinner every day. Stop.
I do a lot of wash.
You don't do any wash. You do no wash.
I'll tell you what, every time I go in that room, all kinds of stuff's washed.
Because I wash it. Because I wash it.
Don't take credit. Somebody's doing it, but
no,
it's not you.
Yeah, me. There's no one else.
There isn't like an elf or nobody.
And sometimes you do the dishes, but I'm just gonna bring.
I do the dishes a lot.
I'm gonna bring this out right now.
You can insult me all you want, because guys,
this
is why I don't buy her presents. I don't know why she's talking.
I'm gonna bring this out right now.
Dishes.
Listen,
and I'm
can you please? I was gonna tell you, you have to stop.
No,
because I have to rewash half of the stuff you wash.
Sometimes I do all the dishes.
No, but I have to rewash half the stuff.
No,
because you don't wash it right.
Yes, it happened like once.
No, it's all the time. It's every time.
Guys,
when I hear you in there, I'm just like.
She thinks my system.
I have to redo it. No, I have to. There's food all the time.
Okay.
On the stuff you wash, you never get underneath.
No, it's not true.
There's always like a crust on the side. I have to clean.
Let me tell you, that happened once or twice.
No, it's every
time.
I'm telling you, it's every time.
It's not every time.
Just like a day ago.
This bothers Michelle because she's a system person and she don't like my system, but my system.
I never say anything. I hold it in.
Effective. Let me tell you what I do. So what I do is I wash out like a bowl. Say there's a bowl in there. It's a good bowl or whatever. I wash that out thoroughly, clean it. Then I put a little soap in it, fill it with water, right? No. So I take all the forks, knives, and spoons, wash them all thoroughly, put them in the bowl.
Then why is there still food on
Then I wash them off out of the bowl, put them in the thing to dry off. Then I rewash the bowl because the bowl's been sitting there.
No.
And then I go and wash all the rest of the dishes. For some reason, it just helps me to get the silverware out of the way first. I feel more comfortable doing that.
They're dirty though.
What?
Because I have to re-clean them all the time.
But they're not though.
No,
See,
they
that's
are.
just
there's food on them.
Guys,
do you think I'm lying?
I can't even win the argument
because
I know how.
It's just true. I keep meaning to say something, and I'm just going to let it go and re-clean.
You say it to me all the time. What do you think?
No, I know. I re-clean stuff all the time. I don't say anything. This week it happened. I don't say none.
Wait, you did say something to me this week.
No, I didn't. This week?
What was it that was dirty? Do you remember?
I don't remember. But stuff's always dirty, especially
the whisk.
I
remember it.
Especially the whisk. No, it's all the time, so I don't remember.
Whisk?
Anytime you use a whisk, you never clean it right. I have to re-clean the whisk.
Now that is something that I wash differently.
Yeah, you don't wash it right.
I put it in soapy water in a bowl and I whisk real good.
No.
And then
you gotta get elbow grease on the whisk.
There's no elbow grease needed.
Yes, you have to get the sponge, get in all the crevices. Okay, guys, everything he does is half-assed.
I actually learned. I learned to do dishes in France, south of France.
It's the truth.
Okay, south of France, at some of the top restaurants, I was a dish doer there.
Nope.
When I lived there. So I'm actually.
You never flew to France.
No, I did. I took a boat, by the way.
No, you didn't.
We took a boat.
No, you didn't.
Did you ever hear of World War II? Did you ever hear of?
You're that old?
Yeah, Omaha Beach.
You're
I came into Omaha Beach.
I thought you were
younger
younger
than that.
And
I stayed and worked in a French restaurant.
I thought you were only
51
or 50.
50 I am.
Sorry.
I'll be 51. I don't care. I'm old.
You weren't in Omaha Beach.
Listen, I came through Omaha Beach. I walked up the beach. I went and worked at a French restaurant. I learned how to do dishes properly there from
Jim,
some dude.
Are we going to pack?
What's his name, the dude?
Because this is a bunch
Francois.
of BS.
Francois Olivier
Guys, we have to
taught me
pack.
how to wash dishes.
Listen, I have to make dinner and pack.
Guys, if you get a chance, watch the Tom Green documentary, please. That's all I got to say. Watch the Tom Green
Oh
documentary.
my God, guys. Have
That's
a good
awesome.
night.
Tom Green, I missed the guy. I want him back.